welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Timothy Lyons Jr., joined today by Randy Angston. What's up, bud?
The one and only.
The one and only. You're the only Randy Angston out there?
Fun fact.
Here we go.
My younger brother is a junior.
Right.
My father's, obviously, he's named after. It was just weird. My parents named me after my mother's brother.
Well, this is odd, too. So, fun fact, I'm named after my dad. Mm-hmm. My dad's named after his grandpa. So, there was a.
So, you're a third?
I'm a third.
You're a third.
Yeah. Strange. But it wasn't in a row. So, we'll just go with
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there you go. Break the
cycle.
My cousin Ricky is the fourth.
What are we even talking about?
What do we ever talk about? No.
Hey, all right. So this episode, guys, we want to dive right into it. No quick announcements, just talking facts and goals for you in 2023. So we're in the first quarter still. I ended a coaching call maybe 2-3 weeks ago with like a challenge for everybody, like something they should be working on. And it's our belief, and it's my belief, that the best thing about the fitness business is reoccurring revenue. And when you can build up your reoccurring revenue to a number that is higher than your base operating expenses on a month-over-month basis, your life changes. Mm-hmm. And it's essentially the ethos of our coaching program. This is what all ships and all kind of all guns point to this one thing, which is, can I grow my gym to a point to where every month before the month starts, I know I'm going to have the revenue coming in that's going to cover all my expenses and payroll and rent and mortgage and electricity and marketing expenses for the next 30 days without having to make one extra sale this month. Then that should be your only goal. If you are not at that goal, if you're not at that number, this should be your only focus from here on out. Because if you're not there and you don't focus on it, every single month you're coming from behind. You have to scramble. You got to make more sales. What's the next marketing play? What's the next thing I got to do to get more people in this door so I can make enough money to pay the bills? You mentioned it many episodes ago. It's like living paycheck to paycheck in your business, and it's a tough, high-stress environment to be in.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, like, as you're talking about it. Is just the stress and the emotional state somebody's got to be in to live that way constantly. I mean, like, I'll be the first to admit, I've been there where, like, debts are high, funds are low type of thing, and you feel like you have to be creative and find a way to get, to zero at the end of the month. I could not imagine running a business where every single month it was that way. You want to talk about a high stress environment? That right there is probably the number one reason you have the amount of stress you have in your life, is because you have to try and figure it out once the game started. Like, creating a monthly recurring revenue, once you get to that point, that comes with so much peace of mind. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, now granted, I'm not saying put your feet up and get comfortable, but at least know that your bills are paid. Like, that is...
Well, when you have that clarity in your business or a comfort level, your clarity is super clear. You can think about, instead of trying to hit home runs, you're very strategic in the decisions you make. You don't have to come out of a left field to try to make something happen. Oh, we should do this and get that, and all this stuff happens around you that you normally wouldn't do because you're trying to come up with revenue sources. And so,
but big change. Like, even as you were talking through that, like, once you have it figured out, 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% incremental change is big, right? Like, that would be 10% month over growth is great for a business that's already there.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean? Because that's solid growth month over. If you're in a position where you're not even there, you might have to come up with 30% revenue just to get your bills paid, not get in, not even to put yourself in a winning position. That scares the hell out of me.
Yes.
Like, as a business owner, that would be the absolute worst position to be in. And the thing that to me is crazy is that it's a choice for many business owners to not focus on monthly recurring revenue and actually play a game of big pay in full options, see how long this can take me. Big pay in full options, see how long this can take me. That's crazy.
Yes.
That is
Yes, it's crazy, and unfortunately, there's coaching organizations out there that are teaching gym owners to get the money now, get the paid in full now, get the money now. You don't know if they're going to come in next week. I'm the opposite. I'm like, listen, keep your clients as long as possible, keep them staying longer, paying longer, build up your growth, your monthly recurring revenue. Your life changes. I don't have to make a sale this month, guys. We don't have to make a sale. The bills are going to be paid regardless. And then it becomes a game of how early in the month can I get my base operating expenses completely paid? Maybe it's, when you're first starting, it's zero, but like maybe it's like day 28 and then it's 26 and then 20th and then 15th. And then, my bills are paid from last month, right? That's a totally different game you could be in. So listen, guys, the way you get there is you get reoccurring memberships going. You dump the paid in full game. You don't try to take all the money now. You just keep your clients long term. You increase your retention. You increase the deliverability. You increase the experience for your customers. And over time, celebrate wins of reoccurring revenue. And we've got a whole program around what we call the delta. It's the KPI. It's the growth or decay of the reoccurring revenue. And that's all we focus on here. Every single month. I don't care if we had 25 sales, if we had 25 losses and we're delta 0, that's a horrible month.
Yeah.
So we want to increase the delta at some incremental rate every single month for the rest of the year. Even if your delta, which is just like the difference between where you started the month and what you grew it to, let's just say you just hit a delta of $1,000 every single month in 2023, and you didn't make another sale next year and you didn't lose anybody next year. That business, $144,000 in the positive than it was in 23. It's a totally different life. It adds up because it's $12,000 reoccurring a month over 12 months. It's $144,000 in at least gross revenue.
Well, it's compounding, right? And that's the big deal. That's the thing that nobody talks about is the work that continues to pay you dividends over time.
Yes,
and when we're over here focused on that front end revenue, it always goes back to who's the person telling you to do it? Like who's the person selling you the idea of going and running these high ticket, challenge style upfront revenue and then service the client over 3, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it may be. Most of those are agencies where they don't give a damn about your fitness business. They've never run one whatsoever. They're an agency and they're telling you what to play, what to do to get cash in the business today. Mm-hmm. They have absolutely no care on the longevity of your business. They got paid. You made money. You felt good today. 6 months from now, when you're scrambling to try and get anybody through your door because you've hurt your marketplace, you've gone through all of these different things, you've changed the culture of your gym, now what?
They're gone.
You know what I mean? So just be careful of who's telling you what to do.
Yes. Because
their goals and their goals for you could be entirely different than what your goals for growing your business should and could be.
And I'm going to give everybody a quick action item. We'll cut this one pretty short today, but for the only way that you can eclipse that number is to know what that base operating expense number is. So go backwards in your P&Ls, look at the last 12 months, take a look at your total expenses. I'm talking about your pay, because any dollar that leaves the account, we need to take into account, right? Because it's a cash flow game. What you pay your rent, marketing, your staff payroll, electricity, utilities, cable, or internet, all that stuff. What's that total every single month? Add it up for the year, divide it by 12. Now you know what your base operating expense is on average. Then go look at your CRM for your membership management for your software that runs your gym. Do a projection. If you're using MindBody, it's called AutoPay Summary Report, and you can set the dates in the future, and you can say, okay, my base operating expense is $28,700. My monthly recurring revenue is $35,700. Beautiful. I'm in a good position. And if it's the opposite, if your base operating expenses are $35 and your recurring revenue is $28, your only focus is to get to a delta 7, which is a $7,000 increase in recurring revenue. And you can do that over a couple months, pretty easy, if you just focus on it and stop taking these damn paid in fulls and try to, get the Band-Aid solution done. And then
that's what it is. It's not $7,000 in total earned revenue. That's not going to cover the delta, right? It's
Reoccurring.
7,000 in reoccurring. So you got to build that membership base to that 7,000 increase, and that's the goal. But once you're there, sure, there's work involved. Nobody's saying it's easy, but the peace of mind that comes with it once you're at that level, it'll change the game. Yeah. It'll change the way that you go about your business. You'll finally be ahead of the 8 ball. Now it's going to give you opportunity to forecast, project. You're not you're not operating from a place of scarcity and desperation. Now you're literally standing on top of everything, saying, "All right, what choices are we going to make to grow this business? Not what do I have to do to make ends meet." Big wins.
Exactly. All right. So you'll probably want to listen to that episode twice in a row, but go take action, guys. That's a big goal for 23. Hopefully you guys take this seriously. You go off and run off and do this. That's it for this episode. Until next show, keep changing lives. See you on the next one. Bye. All right. And thank you for listening to that episode of the Built to Grow podcast, where we help gym owners win. Now, do you want to connect with me and other gym owners online? All you need to do is join our private Facebook group, Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. Just head on over to Facebook and type in Business Talk with Fitness Professionals. And when you do, we're going to give you our 10 marketing strategies 7-figure gym owners use to win. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Until then, keep building something great.